Yes, you guys, good morning. How you all doing today? I'm in EFC, this is Blue Line Stevie, and of course, you guys, we're here to discuss the aftermath of last night's transfer deadline day. Today's video, I'm going to discuss Saul, I'm going to discuss player exit updates, and I'm going to discuss the future of Kounde as well, and what the hell happened with that deal. So I hope you guys do enjoy. There'll be more content coming out for you guys today, so stay tuned. And without wasting no more time. So right now, you guys, I'm on the club's official website where we're going to read some of the first quotes to come out from Saul and from Bruyne as well. So as you guys can see, I'm right here on the club's official website. And as Saul says on switching to London, I'm very excited to start this new challenge with Chelsea. Blue fans, I am one of you now and I can't wait to wear the shirt, start training and seeing all of you. See you soon. Bruyne went on to state, "We welcome Saul to the club and believe he completes our squad as we compete for honours in 5 different competitions this season. He is a proven winner, a player with huge experience, and we know he'll be very well suited to the challenges that face us on all fronts in this coming year." Now, of course, we scroll down, it gives some more information and context behind how his season has been, the type of player he is and what to expect from Saul. But, to focus on Marina's points there right now, as he's saying, the ambition for the season is that we are challenging on every single front, every trophy, every tournament. We are participating in that to win it. And that's what clubs like us have to be doing. Every single tournament we go in to win, every single tournament we must go in to try and win it. That's simply how it must be. So that was very interesting to read. We now move on because there was more information coming out too from a certain Spanish streamer, very popular. I'll be honest, it's my first time hearing about him, but he's called Ibai, and he had Saul on last night to discuss his move and how he feels about joining Chelsea. So of course this was in Spanish, I found some translations online and I'm going to just break down what was discussed and Saul's hopes. This was very revealing, very insightful, so big credit goes out to the streamer. Saul states straight away that, his willingness to sign for us was the key thing that got this move finalized in the end, because let's see, we're playing a little bit of hardball. We know that this deal was going right to the wire, and of course Saul confirming that he wants to move persuaded Atletico Madrid to let him leave and let him go. Saul says that one of the reasons why he signed for us was that he was promised getting minutes and game time in his best position in midfield. That is a big thing for him. Recently, Saul has been a utility man. Under Simeone, he's played some games as a left back, left wing back on the right, in DM, further upfield, etc. Not necessarily nailing that set position. And considering that maybe the system that he used last season could have been really good for his box-to-box skill sets, it was a shame that that didn't necessarily come out in the system. However, the way we play is completely different to Atletico Madrid's. So it's going to be interesting to see how much minutes he commands and how much minutes he gets, and whether Tuchel may even decide to use him in other positions as well, which would not surprise me too. So we go on, and one really nice bit I liked from the interview was how open, self-aware, and honest Saul was. He said himself these past 2 years has not really been a fair reflection of who I am as a player, what I can do as well. And for me, this opportunity to leave Atleti, a club very close to me, a club that I've been a fan of for my whole life, was very big to me, very impactful. But I had to do that because I want to be playing my best football, my best position, and I felt like I wasn't able to do that at Atletico Madrid. So credit to him. New environments, you guys, with the squads, what we have, I definitely am open to the idea that Saul can get back on track and of course really show the world again and show us fans too what exactly he's all about. In that interview too, we got more information surrounding the players at the club that helped Saul sign for us. Saul revealed that he has a great friendship with Kepa. Kepa played a big part in persuading him to sign. He said that without Kepa, maybe he's not coming. He admits that maybe his English isn't perfect right now, but with the help of Alonso and Azpilicueta, Aspi, who's anytime any new guy comes in, Aspi's always the first guy there to help him settle, help him find the yards, do the banking, accounting, all that stuff. Aspi is there for, and these are the intangibles behind the team that that's how team spirit is. That's how you can perform like how we did against Liverpool, because players are fighting for each other, not just themselves. So anyway, we go down, you guys, and we also find out too that he is excited to be playing in front of the fans. He's seen all the comments made about him on social media. The players, man, they know what's happening. They know what's being said about them too. So that's encouraging signs. And of course, if he's feeling energized and confident already, hopefully when he plays for us, we'll start seeing his confident best straight away. Saul confirms that he is going to wear the number 17 shirt, the same shirt number he had at Atletico Madrid, and I think the one that Eden Hazard had as well too. So let's hope that's a bit of a lucky charm for him as well. And he confirms that he will start training sessions on Monday. So this is, everything that's surrounding Saul. This is how the deal was completed. This is Saul's first thoughts on signing for us. And now we just wait for him and we wait to see what happens. I'm going to let you guys know later today I'm going to release a reaction video reacting to Saul's season from last season. And to be fair with you, I'm still open to possibly changing my mind depending on what you guys think. Every time I do reaction videos, I'm always doing the players' previous season because we want to get a fair representation of what they just did instead of like looking at their glory moments. I think we can just, it have to be a completely different video. So is that fair for me to do? React to his last season, or should I react to like his best moments? You guys let me know below. We now move on and it's time to discuss Jules Kounde and what the hell happened with this deal failing in the end. Kounde had agreed terms since last month. He wanted to sign for us. He did everything he had to do to push this deal through in the end, and in the end, nothing materialized because us and Sevilla could not find that agreement. Everything became very complicated when Sevilla all of a sudden kind of re-engineered the deal that they originally agreed upon by asking for more money once Kurt Zouma was sold. And I guess maybe that was their tactic all along. Maybe he's thinking, you know what, Marina's always having her way. I'm not going to let that happen this time. And in the end, you miss out on a lot of money, and yeah, you're keeping a player that's not too happy to stay with you either. This happens in football too, but a part of me was like, we should have just paid the money. But at the same time, I understand why we can't, because once we start doing that, and let's say we're after other players in the window, clubs will be thinking, well, we don't have to accept your demands, we don't have to play them. You have to play by our rules, and that could have long-term negative impacts in regards to our transfer strategy when it comes to signing players. So even though it's frustrating personally, it's not like I don't understand, why we couldn't allow this deal to go through in the end. And to be honest with you guys, all hope is not lost, because reports are already suggesting that a January bid could be coming in as well, and of course a summer bid too. So Jules Kounde really is the number one target this club really wants. It feels like as long as we can find an agreement at some time in the future, Kounde has a massive opportunity and probability of one day being one of our players. And like I'm saying, man, from next season when players like Thiago is going to leave, and who knows if other players might be leaving as well too, this is the area to strengthen for next season. I think right now we definitely have all the depth. I mean, I'm guessing too, if you cut Zoom, you're thinking, wow, I left the club right now where they're challenging on all fronts. I could have been after a Premier League title right now, and instead I've joined West Ham way too early on, and the club absolutely messed things up too. So this is definitely a very complicated matter. I don't think there's necessarily hero and villains from either sides. I just think this is like a very great discussion, and this is like an example of just how complicated negotiations and deals can be in the window. So yeah, Kounde, I guess we'll see him here one day soon. And of course, we now discuss the latest news surrounding exits and moves that didn't happen. Now, one of the big surprise exits yesterday was the loan signing of Ampadu to Vanessa. Now, we all know Vanessa is the team that has that unreal home kits and away kits, beautiful designs. Ampadu is still only 20 years old, and before he went out on loan, he signed a contract extension first, which is the standard rule that we do with our players. But I do think the loan move to Vanessa is definitely very peculiar. I can't imagine that they're going to be having an amazing season in Serie A, but we'll wait to see what happens. But for me though, I guess my only worry is that, okay, what is the career plan for Ampadu? Because it seems like, he was kind of butchered from getting a better loan move, because the club said, listen, you'll be staying if you don't sign Saul. When that happens, you can't do anything. You're at the mercy of the club. And in the end, when Saul was close to coming, you're left with whatever options are left in the window right near the end. So it definitely is a shame. Ampadu is a good player, and it's how football is sometimes. Let's say, for example, you never signed for us as a team, and he remained at his club and just slowly progressed, move to the Championship, move to a Prem club, you're playing consistently. I'm sure you'd be in a much better position in his career right now compared to being with us. But yeah, he's probably improved as a player, but then it's hard to build that consistency where now you've been on how many separate loans at such a young stage in your careers. So, you know, I'm definitely a little bit worried. You know, it's not the first time the club have operated in this way and used young players in this manner too. And let's hope that Vanessa have a good season and Ampadu stands out at least and maybe attract some good interest from good Serie A clubs for following seasons too. But on top of that too, we saw Ross Buck remain with us. No club was after him in the end. A move to Bruyne didn't happen because they couldn't afford his big wages. So he's still here with us. Ruben, of course, is remaining with us as well. This is another interesting one too. Considering that we do have Barkley, Ruben, and other players like this for a fourth midfield spot, it must say quite a lot that, you know, Tuchel and the club still wanted to reinvest in that area and they brought in Saul on loan. You know, of course, you guys know my thoughts and opinions on Ruben. I'm not gonna ever like deny them, but yeah, a part of me from the human side would always be like, damn, you know, after this, the way he was about to absolutely explode, that football he played under Sarri, his link up with Hazard, the way he was just playing, you know, he was about to literally take over in midfield. One injury in a friendly literally turned the entire course of his career. You know, it's a serious injury, you need a lot of time to get back, and then it's just like now he's back now, feels like he's not really given the fairest opportunity to show what he's about. But I guess now the level we're at, where we need to be winning things every single season now, maybe that means that patience doesn't really become a thing anymore. It'll be interesting to see whether he can still force himself in the team, or where he could even play if he even gets minutes this season under Tuchel. But yeah, of course, it's only a past the one for me, you guys. I'm always going to be a little bit disappointed. You know, I've always been a massive fan of Ruben, the way he plays. You know, it's like the Yaya Toure in him that I really just appreciated. But you know, it's a very cruel game, this game. A very crual game. And another move that collapsed right near the end was Malang Sarr. Now, I thought he'd be going to Lyon. That didn't materialize in the end. Instead, he was close to signing for a German club, Greuther. I'm definitely saying that completely wrong. But again, you know, what is the strategy for him? You know, I know we signed him for, you know, business reasons as well too. But you know, in the end, he was just discarded right near the end. Where was the agency to find him a good loan move so he can do something? Because, you know, I thought the plan with guys like him was they perform on loan and then you sell them for like, I don't know, 15, 20 million in the future. Yeah, he's still with us. Let's see what's going to happen there, you guys. And on that note, I'm going to wrap things up, keep things moving. Thank you for watching. I'm the EFC. This is Blue Lines TV. I'll catch you guys later with some more videos. Cool.